Hello everyone, this is Draven Arts Productions, and today we're going to be doing a custom model showcase today. So, we are showcasing Judy and Jerome. To those of you who may not know who these guys are, Judy and Jerome are breakdown cranes who used to be at Knapford Station before their move to Alsborough. Those guys are heavy sleepers, but they take their jobs very seriously, only awaken if there's an emergency. They first appeared in The Adventure Begins until Chuckles and Trucks in Season 23. Before these guys, we got the original Breakdown Train, who were seen in Seasons 1 through 12, and then the Breakdown Train came back and decided to turn them into separate characters. Judy and Jerome were voiced by Teresa Gallagher and Tim Whitnell, respectively. So, now you know. Alright, with all the details out of the way, let's take a look at them one by one, shall we? Starting with Judy. As you may remember in my Christmas presents video, I got a second Jerome along with Ryan, and I was planning to turn Jerome into Judy. And that's exactly what I did. So, I detailed and redone the buffers, and I put the black areas around the crane arm, and then detailed the ropes on the crane, I believe. I modified the face to differentiate Jerome. I detailed the rods on both sides and other details, and of course, I did her nameplate. Basically, I used a toothpick and gold paint to cover up the Jerome name, and then used black paint to do the lettering. And it isn't perfect, but it's close enough on what I can do. I also redone those little details on the top here, since the silver details have been scratched off over time. I also detailed the back tail lamp in white and red also. After the process, she has been taken outside and she was clear coated in matte finish to protect the details. And I'm really happy of how Judy came out. While it is nice that Mattel had released a Jerome model all the way back in 2016, it is a big missed opportunity to make Judy instead of Jerome. Thank goodness that Capsule Playro made both of these guys. So yeah, that's Judy. Now onto Jerome. I have this Jerome since Christmas of 2019, and he is in good shape to this day. So, despite all of this, I did give him detailed buffers, which are Sharpie markered, and I washable painted the back tail lamp. So, yeah. And I was young back then when I did this. And now, I think it would be a good time to give him an update. So, of course, he has been matte finished to protect the paint, and I also gave out those little details like I did with Judy to make him look a lot nicer, as well as the tail lamp. And of course, I placed Jerome in the opposite direction. And of course, I flipped the flatbed around. And how did I do it, you may ask? Well, I used sandpaper to sand down all of the excess plastic to hold where they hold the couplings. And you can see on where these screws are screwed in. And you can see on where that coupling is as well. And I gotta be very careful when I'm holding this guy. Otherwise, I will have to make some little changes, like putting a toothpick underneath to keep the coupling in place or something. So yeah, and probably glue down the literal base as well, so that way it wouldn't move as much. But as for now, I'm okay of how Jerome really is, and I'm really proud of this decision. Overall, I am really happy of how I accomplished this. It had took me forever to get a second Jerome to make Judy, but I'm glad that I was able to get a second Jerome for a good price along with Ryan to make this custom. And I'm really happy that I made this decision by using sandpaper to sand down the extra plastic just so I could flip this little piece of the flatbed around. If Mattel make a pack for these guys in Trackmaster or Motorized, then it would have been a big selling point. But as it is, I'm really happy of how Custom Judy turned out to be, as well as changing the direction of the part of the flatbed of Jerome. Now I'm going to have these guys to get pulled along by Thomas, and we'll also share with Ryan. Alright, so I got the Works unit coach that I repainted a long time ago, since 2021, and now we're on a roll. Let's start the run. And that's the running section of Custom Judy and Jerome. I am really happy of how that I made Judy, and I'm happy about the whole switcheroo thing. And I would like to give a shout out to Thomas and Friends 47 for inspiring me to do this whole swapping out thing. So I appreciate that. Check out his channel if you haven't yet. Link will be provided in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know what are your thoughts on Custom Judy and Jerome. This is Dre Edwards signing off, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care, everyone.